All right, I think we have got everybody all connected on the tech. Let me check one thing really fast. I'm going to check myself in the group, make sure that I'm actually streaming into the group. There I am now. Okay, perfect. All right. Happy Friday Eve day to everybody. I'm so excited to see you. Somebody asked me this morning if I was excited about my live today. I am always excited about coming live to you and bringing you value and things that will actually help you grow your business. That makes my heart so happy. So selfishly, I love it. I hope you do too. And I'm going to shut that screen really quick because it is distracting me. I've got Facebook and YouTube down here on my laptop. I've got Instagram up here on my cell phone. So if you see me looking kind of back and forth a little bit, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to reach everybody at the same time. So happy to see everybody. I hope you've had a great week. Today, I'm spilling the tea on myself. That's what we say here in the South when we want to drop the gossip, give the knowledge, share all the stuff. I'm going to share with you how I built this online business from the ground up, not knowing anything, okay? And how I now have 5-figure months using my visibility strategies. You're going to get a behind the scenes look, the good, the bad, the big mistakes I've made. Seriously, tune in. It's going to be good. But first, if you're new to me and I'm new to you, I want to introduce myself. I am Tracy Beavers. I am your business and sales coach, and I help entrepreneurs just like you get consistent monthly income, which is what we all want, and consistent new clients without paid ads. You can gain the income you want and build your business with ease. I've done it. I teach my clients to do it. And when you coach with me, I give you a clear roadmap of action steps all laid out. My clients will tell you this, easy to follow. So you know exactly what you're working on now and not supposed to worry about at all. You can put your blinders on, look at the list, move through the things and not be distracted or feel overwhelmed. It gives you clarity. It gives you focus. It gives you creativity. And you're going to know exactly what to do. I know having that roadmap sounds great to you. And I know you're tired of feeling that overwhelm and that frustration and fog, really, of having to do all the things. So reach out to me, set a free information call. Let's talk about what's going on in your business. And let's talk about what coaching with me would look like, if it's in your budget or not, what programs I have available, and what might be the best thing for you. And I've got something super fun to announce to you at the very end of this live training. So stay tuned to the end. You don't want to miss it. So, you know, I love to shout you guys out and all the awesome things you're doing. And I want to repeat what I mentioned last week, because the last few weeks, we have welcomed hundreds of new members into my Facebook group. And I am so excited about it. It is a free Facebook group. It is so important for you all to come into this group, and I'm going to tell you why. You get a chance to promote your business. You get a chance to shine the light on yourself and share with people what you're doing and meet other members and network with them and make those connections that are actually going to grow your business. These people are experts, just like you're an expert. You are an expert. You're probably sitting there going, I'm not an expert. I don't have a certification. I don't have a degree. BS. You're an expert. If you have gotten results for yourself or for somebody else, you are an expert and you can teach and lead. So hop into our Facebook group. You're going to find experts for all the things you need. If you want to help with growing on LinkedIn, if you want somebody to help you with your website, if you want somebody to help you with your logo, if you want to do a podcast, these are things that I don't do. And they are welcome to come into my group. Tech experts. Hallelujah for the tech experts, right? Copywriting experts, you name it, you need it, I need it, and we have the best in our group. So I want you to hop in and promote yourself so everybody knows exactly who you are, who you serve, how they can hire you or connect with you, maybe to do a collaboration. The group is called Be a Confident Entrepreneur, Get Visible, Grow Your Income. It's a free Facebook group. You'll see my picture there. Hop in, join us. I want to connect with you. I want to find out how we can help you and be of service. So tell me if you're here live or if you're catching the replay. Either one's great. And if you've got questions or comments as I'm going through this training, if you're on Facebook, toss them into the chat. Be sure and put your name in though first, because I'm using StreamYard. And unless you give StreamYard permission for me to see your name, it just says Facebook user. And that's like, wah, wah, because then I don't know who you are. So give permission to StreamYard or type your name in, like Tracy Beavers. Hey, Tracy, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Put your name in, not my name. I don't know if I'm explaining that very well. If you're on YouTube, put your questions and comments in the comments. I will see them and I will respond. Instagrammers, put them in here. I will respond, or send me a DM. If you've got questions, I want to get them answered. All right, you guys. I know what this is the moment you've been waiting for, right? And I'm all like, oh my God, I'm going to have to tell about myself. How I built my online business from the ground up using my visibility strategies and how I figured those strategies out. I'm going to take you back to the beginning and give you a bird's eye view of the roadmap that I created and that I took. There's some wins, there's some losses, there's some tears. I'm telling you, this entrepreneurial thing is a freaking roller coaster. So let's rewind back to the beginning. I have almost 20 years in marketing, sales, and business growth, largely working for other companies, building their portfolios, generating millions of dollars in production for these companies, gaining market share for them. And I became increasingly unhappy with that 9-to-5 cubicle world where more and more was expected of me and less was given. So when I first started my coaching business, it was alongside that full-time career. And it was a juggle. In fact, I built three successful businesses alongside that full-time career. I don't even know how I did it looking back on it. I think it was kind of insane. I was spinning all the plates, doing all the things alongside my kids, my husband, our dog, the house, all the things. But I made it happen. And I had to, because we are a dual income family. And I had committed my income to support my parts of the family that I was supporting. And I honestly didn't want to leave my 9-to-5 until I knew that I had proof of concept that this was going to be successful and I had a nest egg of money built up. So starting out, my clients came for me on the local level. And I think that's where a lot of us start out. We start out doing one-to-one work with people that are in our warm market. I needed to start somewhere, so I just dove in. I still love working one-to-one with clients. But I knew that in order to make a bigger impact, reach more people globally, help thousands of people, I needed to make more money. I wanted to make more money. There's nothing wrong with saying that. I needed to get into this online space. I saw people creating courses, hosting workshops, doing masterminds, group coaching, and it was really exciting. And I knew I wanted to do those things too. I knew in my gut that building in the online space would light me up. It would be really fun, and it would allow me to help so many more people every single year, which is really what I want to do. Honestly, I wish I could do this work for free. I wish I was a gazillionaire so that you could contact me and say, hey, Tracy, can you help me? And it would be for free. How much fun would that be? Okay, maybe that'll happen one of these days. But I'm looking at this online space and I'm thinking, okay, I want to get in there and I want to do this. Where do I start? I mean, have you had that feeling? It's like there's the email list, there's the lead magnets, there's the social media content, there's the website, there's a funnel. When I started out, I didn't know what a funnel was. I mean, this lingo was completely new to me. I needed a major dictionary, online to English dictionary, right? Because of all these new words. But I was determined to learn. That's the thing. I was determined to get in the game and I was determined to do it. And I began connecting online with people that were doing what I wanted to do. I saw what they were building. I began watching them, looking at their content. What platforms were they using? What lead magnets were they putting together? And what was the psychology behind them? What was the strategy behind it? What did their sales funnels look like? How were they promoting their offers? What was all the strategy? That was what I was wanting to figure out. And if they did a live weekly training like I do, you betcha I was listening to it. I was either there live to ask questions or I was on replay to ask questions. If they had a podcast, I was listening to it, and I still do. I had that stuff in my ears as much as possible. You've heard me say before, I turned off this because this is when I was still working full time. I turned off my Sirius XM radio in my car because it's expensive and because I wanted to listen to business books on audio, podcasts, live trainings, all the things I could put in my ears while I was driving. My car turned into a rolling office. And if I was folding laundry, if I was cleaning the house, if I was cooking, if I was doing something where I could listen to something else, walking the dog, you bet you believe I had something in my ears that was helping me learn all the way. I was a sponge, watching, learning the lingo, soaking it all in. So I hired coaches here and there along the way. I participated in masterminds and group coaching programs. I bought a few online courses and built my network throughout all of that. And it has been so much fun participating in group coaching programs and in Facebook groups because we never know who we're going to meet, what expert we're going to connect with, and what and who who I could connect them to that would help them build their business. I may need that expert and need to hire them. So I need to get to know these people, right? And that very next contact, like we've talked about, could be the one that blows your business wide open with referrals. I've collaborated with other people, and I still do. You guys know I do that as much as possible. I got myself opportunities to be published in magazines. That was really fun. I networked, like I'm talking about, as much as possible, and I still do. And I got on every podcast that would let me talk because I needed that experience. And thank goodness I started with podcasts that were on the small level, because I was able to make those initial mistakes and get that nervous energy out. And by the time one of the important, that sounds bad, one of the bigger podcasts came along that really could give me a lot of visibility, I knew I had honed in on my message. So I just sort of threw myself in the deep end of the pool and started paddling like crazy. And my business began to evolve into what it is now. And it's continually evolving, you guys. That's the thing that I want to that I share with my clients is we're never going to get this perfect. We're going to put some stuff out there. We're going to see what works. We're going to tweak it. We're going to throw it back out there. We're going to see what works. We're going to tweak it, throw it back out there again. And it evolves over time. Where you start may not be where you end. And that is one of the most exciting things. Okay. Did I waste some time? And do some things that took way longer than I thought they would. Okay, let's talk about how I built my website, right? You know, tech's not my love language. I use Kajabi. Whew. I could have paid somebody to do this, but I was determined to bootstrap it on my own. I am proud to say I built that thing 80% of the way, but then I had to hire the rest of that out. That took way longer than I wanted it to. Man, I thought I would just get in there and click a few buttons and everything would be cool. No. And did I make some big mistakes and spend a lot of money on the wrong things? You guys have heard if you've been with me any length of time, you've heard this sob story a million times. The first coach I hired, $6,000 for the year. Do you think she helped me at all? Not really. No, her program was not a good fit for me. I hired a social media manager. Very expensive. I can't even bring myself to tell you how much that was. Zero growth on social media on Instagram. My assistant, Jill, has dove in, learned Instagram, and has helped me grow that thing now to where it is now. She gets all the credit for that. Did I hire some of the wrong team members? Yeah. And you guys, this was really expensive. Did I create some things that nobody wanted to opt into and nobody wanted to purchase? Yeah, I did. But here's the thing. I didn't let any of that stop me. I had a pity party. I allowed myself to have a really short pity party. But then I said to myself, okay, my grandmother always said, when you fall down, when you make a mistake, when something doesn't go your way, what can you learn from it? So I thought, okay, Grandma, I hear you from heaven. What can I learn from this? I got back into action doing the next right thing. And what I learned through those mistakes was what not to do the next time. And the questions that I needed to ask before I hired another coach or a team member. And I learned my best learning style, which is step by step with a roadmap, which is why I coach that way too. That was important for me to realize about myself so that if I go into another group coaching program or pay another coach, I need that person to be step by step. I also learned I love being part of a group. I'm a talker. I'm an extrovert. I can talk to a brick wall. But let me tell you something. Even if you're an introverted person and a little on the shy side, a group can be great for you because of the energy. There's so much energy in some of these group coaching programs. So many great ideas floating around, so much inspiration. And I always pick up a great tip or a creative solution, and surrounding myself with entrepreneurs like me who are doing what I'm doing, whether they're behind me or they're at my same level or they're ahead of me in those groups. I get to contribute, they contribute, and everybody wins. And it's amazing. So maybe group coaching is a good thing for you. But I learned through being in these groups and networking online how very, very important it is. And y'all probably know what I'm going to say because I preach this every week. How important it is to make certain our personal profiles on the platforms that we use are crystal clear about who we are, what we do, who we serve. Because I would connect with people and I would want to know more about them. And I know I preach this every week, but here's the thing. I would click on their profile. Facebook is a prime example. We're in a group together. I think they're an amazing person. They just post something really cool. I click on their profile that's there, and it ends up being their personal profile. No information. It doesn't even say that they have a business. There's no way for me to look at their website or sign up for their really cool lead magnet or join their Facebook group. Nothing. And I thought, I am not going to let that happen to me. So I have made certain. Now, is it perfect? No, my profiles could be better, I'm sure. But I made certain that when you land on my profile, you know exactly what I do, how to connect with me, how I can serve you. And I decided I was not going to let one single opportunity for anybody to connect with me pass me by, or have them sign up for my free training, my master classes I've got coming up. I was not going to let those opportunities pass me by. I watched and I learned and I created what I call, a lot of people call a swipe file. I had a client ask me the other day, she goes, what exactly is that? And it's basically, and it's my opinion, that is a file where you put everything you have swiped from somebody else or an idea. So if I get an email from someone, because I'm on their email list, and that email is crafted really well, or their format's really cool, or maybe they used a video in it, I'm like, oh, I want to do that. That went into my swipe file, literally on my Google email folder, swipe file. Any website that I thought was really amazing, that inspired me, swipe file. Social media posts. If I see a really cool graphic that somebody else did, I'm going to screenshot it, put it in there, and then I'm going to send it to Jill. I didn't have Jill when I first started out. A lot of you know my assistant, Jill. She's amazing. But I'm going to send it to Jill. I'm going to go, Jill, can we do something like, how could we take this? This is really cool. I like what they're doing. So we're not copying other people's work, but we're looking at other people's content. We're seeing the strategy. We're seeing what they're doing, and we're letting it inspire us. And I heard over and over and over again how consistent content was the key to growth. Do I always feel like creating content? Most days I do, because I love it. But some days I don't feel like it. I write these Facebook live trainings on Monday mornings. This Monday morning, wasn't feeling it. I don't know if I didn't sleep well or didn't have enough coffee, but I wasn't feeling it. But I thought, you know what? I'm the CEO of my own business. Got to put my big girl pants on and write this thing, because people are waiting to hear from me and they want to learn from me. So I made myself do it, and here we are. And in the beginning, you guys, I had the same thought you do. Who's going to listen to me? Who's going to come to these live trainings? Tell me in the comments. I want you to tell me really quick if you can relate to everything that I'm saying and sharing how I was feeling. And if you felt that way too, like, okay, I'm going to create all this stuff, but is anybody going to see it? Does anybody even care? I saw how impactful Facebook groups could be for most businesses, and I decided I wanted to have my own. And again, if you're not in an Instagrammers or YouTubers, be a confident entrepreneur, get visible, grow your income, get in here. I started this Facebook group at 0 people. 0 people. 0. Me and my husband as the admins and the owners of the group. That's sad. I was like, oh boy, is anybody going to join this? And how pitiful do we look now? Now we have over 1,400 people in the group, person by person, step by step. I meet people through these Facebook groups that I'm in, some of the most amazing people. And through an authentic DM conversation where I can tell that they have the heart of the kind of heart that I want in our group, a heart for other people. And I can tell that their expertise is really going to help the membership. And I can tell that if they get into this group, it's going to benefit them too. That's how I've grown this. The people that come into my group, they get to meet more people, showcase their expertise, and everybody in the group gets something in return from them. So it's a win-win for everybody. I love teaching and I love video. Found this out about myself over the years. So I decided to make weekly live trainings like this for the group and then share them in my email list and on my YouTube channel. Consistent live weekly content keeps me top of mind with my audience. Was I always good at live video? Holy cow, no. And please do not go back to my earlier live videos unless you want a really big giggle, because they were boring. Snoresville, seriously. But little by little, I mean, I think I thought I needed to be like Anchor Woman Perfect, with the perfect hair and the perfect outfit and the perfect lighting and the very serious perfect words. This is your forecast for today. Gross, right? But little by little, I found my groove. I found my style. I started being more of myself, which is who you see right now. And people would tell me, my friends were like, oh my gosh, I don't know what you're doing different, but you seem like you found your groove. And I was like, okay, cool. I can be my normal, goofy self, the one who makes up words and jumbles up the stuff that she's going to say on live on video and attract an audience. And I kept going day after day, making connections, having conversations, watching and learning from others. And that consistency and patience is what has blown my business wide open. So let's go back to that money I wasted for a sec. All right, because that's where the dirt is. It actually turned out to be a blessing and one of the biggest ways my business has grown. Last year, when I was launching one of my courses, I decided to run paid ads. I did this in June. I did it in September. I hired an expert to help me. It was a major fail. Thousands and thousands of dollars wasted. I might as well have taken my money, piled it up, and set it on fire, or thrown it out the interstate for other people to have. And I was really, really down about it, you guys. And I was feeling like a failure because I didn't understand Facebook ads. And as much as I tried, I couldn't get it. And we couldn't get the ads to work. And I didn't know why. And I thought, I'm a highly educated woman. Why the heck can't I figure this out? And I felt stupid. I felt dumb, and I felt like a failure. And I thought, for a second, why am I doing this if I can't figure this out? But I reminded myself that I've built 3 successful businesses and a massive network of people over the last 7 years and never paid for advertising until last year. So I said to myself, okay, Tracy, rewind, go back. What did you do to build those businesses? What worked? What felt authentic? Go back to the drawing board and stick to what you know. And that is when Business Visibility Made Easy, my program, was born last year. And time again, I would see entrepreneurs just like me talking about how paid ads didn't work for them, or they were too afraid to try them, or they just didn't have the budget for it. And I realized I could help them. So I started teaching my visibility strategies, how you can grow your audience and your email list without having to pay for advertising, and all of the strategies that I've used to grow those businesses and that I've taught to my clients, the strategies that have given me 5-figure months. And so do my clients. They have that massive amount of income as well. So I have wait lists sometimes of 1-to-1 clients because I only take 12 at a time. And my clients have wait lists too. I'm growing my Facebook group every month by about 75 or more new members. And my clients that have Facebook groups, they're growing theirs as well. It's really, really fun. So let me recap really fast. I had some major mistakes, hired the wrong coaches, hired the wrong team members, purchased some courses that I never even cracked open. Can somebody say they understand? And you have those too. And I felt like I wasted thousands of dollars. I really did. But I've had some major wins. My live trainings are solid now. My content on social media, I feel like, is solid. My email list grows every month. I have figured out so many tech pieces all by myself. I understand my marketing and my messaging and my ideal clients better than I ever have. And my Facebook group has exploded to over 1,400 people. My Instagram following has exploded to over 3,700 people. And I'm being asked to write more articles. I'm being asked to deliver more trainings. I'm being asked to be in online summits and workshops. But did all that happen overnight? It did not. It took a lot of time, not a lot of time, a couple of years, but a lot of days. Consistency and patience. And all of this brings me to tell you the great announcement. I announced this last week. Next week, I have 2 masterclasses happening. And then the following week, I have the 3rd one. I am so pumped about this. This is going to be so much fun. Next week on September 20th at 2:00 Central, or September 21st at 10:30 Central. The following week, September 27 at 2 p.m. Central. Join me. Grab a seat in this free masterclass, How to Gain Visibility for Your Business and Attract Your Ideal Clients Without Paid Ads. I'm going to give you 3 simple things you can do that day to start putting these pieces of the puzzle in place. And I'm going to dive deeper into all the things I talked about today in my strategies. I'm going to give you actionable tips and ideas you can implement. And I'm going to tell you about my Business Visibility Made Easy program, because the doors to it are opening next week also on September 20th. Hopefully you're on the wait list. Waitlisters, you should have been receiving your emails. You have to purchase before midnight on September 19 to get those awesome bonuses and discounts that I put in the emails for you. I want you to imagine for a second, how would this feel if you stopped the feast or famine monthly income roller coaster of, am I going to be able to pay my bills? Am I going to have to go get a job? What if you were able to attract your ideal clients who wanted to hire you on a monthly basis, ongoing? What if you had a wait list of ideal clients? What if you felt like you finally were able to break into the crowded room of social media and you knew exactly what to say when you got in there? And how would it feel to know how to network online? Because that's what we have to do to build an online business. I used to network in person. I don't do that anymore. It's too time consuming. I would prefer to meet people online, have an authentic conversation in the DMs, find out if I can be of service to them, or maybe they can be of service to me. Maybe there's a collaboration involved there where we can both benefit. I don't know, but it's a lot of fun. So that's how you're going to feel after our masterclass next week. And I know Jill is going to pop the link to the masterclass in the chat on Facebook, on Instagram. It is the link in my bio. You can grab a spot, sign up there as well. And YouTubers, I'm going to have it in the description of the video. 3 dates and times. You pick the one that works best for you. Show up live. You're going to receive a bonus valued at over $27. If you want consistent growth, consistent monthly income, and a stream of new clients coming to you regularly, this is for you. And if you attended my masterclass back in April, would you tell everybody in the comments how much fun it was, what you thought, what you learned, and that it's worth doing? All right, I'm going to check the chat really fast. Yep. Oh my goodness. So many great people here. Jill's here. Love it. Hello there. Multitasking. Near dinner time. I love a multitasker. There is nothing wrong with multitasking. Somebody said, looking forward to this. Thank you for hosting. You're so welcome. So many friends here saying, hey, we have dinner right now. Going to watch the replay. No worries. I know I've got people tuning in from all over the globe, which is really, really cool. Somebody said they spent all night trying to figure out CSV files. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll be able to see your name when I hop back into the group. If I can help you with that, let me know. There's experts in this group that can help you with that too. You can post that and get help. Debbie Starr, she's an expert on tech for sure. Somebody's here live. Crystal Bantel's here live. Diane English, glad to be here. Tiffany Cagle. Yes, Diane. Build the online market for my business. Right. Somebody said they're the same way. Jack's mom here. We are soul sisters. Yes, my son's name is Jack. I love it. We're twins. Crystal Bantel said, me too. Podcast in my ears for the past 7 years. I love it. I love that, Crystal. I have learned so much from podcasts, haven't you? Somebody says, I need an assistant. I've done my business all wrong and I'm trying to turn it around. Post in the Facebook group. There are VAs, there are assistants that can help you. And if you need help figuring out what questions to ask or what you truly need, reach out to me. I can help you figure that out in a 20-minute phone call. No worries. Diane says she's a step-by-step person and an extrovert. I love it. We're going to be friends. I'm a website designer and a certified business coach, and yet I'm paying $4,000 for them next 4 months to have a business coach for myself. We always need a coach, right? Yes. Okay. Diane, I've had big imposter syndrome just starting out. Yes, we all do. We all have imposter syndrome when we first start out. Looking to transition from one-to-one to course creation. Love that. And want to learn how to build an online presence. Stick around. I've got tons of free trainings too in the guides section of the Facebook group. Instagrammers, you need to get into this group. In the guides section of the Facebook group, you're going to see all my live trainings. I think they go back to last year. Jill organized all those for you guys. Kamisha is here. I love it. Oh, somebody said they are their own worst critic. Yes. Somebody else said they did the same thing with ads. Gosh, what is it about those paid ads? You know, some people have great success with them. Wow. Yeah, no, too expensive for me. All right. Don't even get me started. Sarah's here. Yay. Oh, it's Jack. You guys say a little prayer for Sarah's son, Jack. He's having chemo today. He's 4 years old, I think is what she told me. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Boy, we're sending all the love. All right. Somebody wants to turn that off in my brain. Yes, I love your fire. Oh, thank you, Crystal. Diane says she's excited for the masterclass. I am too. Somebody said, I'm a coaching client and so happy with your support. Thank you so much. And I can't see your name, but it's one of my clients. Ann Richardson is here live. I love it. This is me listening to you as my podcast in my ears while parking through traffic jams on my way to the coffee shop. I love it, Crystal. Turn your car into a rolling office, you guys. Turn off the Sirius XM radio. It'll save you a little money. And this stuff is going to help you build your business faster than any of that radio stuff will. Somebody said, I just arrived. Perfect timing. The pharmacy came in here. Oh, Sarah will catch the replay later. Yes. Cheryl says, sending love to you too. And Diane says she's praying for Jack. All right. That's Sarah's little boy. Jack is having chemo today. And she was tuning in while he was getting his treatment. You guys, I want you to have a great balance of the week and weekend. You know that every week I come to you, I've got goosebumps right now. It is my hope to deliver content that lights you up, inspires you, gives you something to chew on for the week that can move that needle in your business and get you where you want to go. And I say this every single week. Don't go it alone. You know what I'm going to say if you've been with me any length of time. Repeat after me. Being an entrepreneur is hard. Okay? Some days, everybody wants to buy what you're selling, and other days, nobody can remember your name. And if you think you are alone for 1 minute, you are not alone. Listen, I've coached hundreds of entrepreneurs, and it doesn't matter if they're on day one, hour one, or they're on year 15 making gazillion dollars. Those two people feel the very same way. Very same way. This is a roller coaster. We're going to feel great. We're going to feel like crap. And we've just got to keep going. So if you think you're alone, you're not. And if you need to talk to me, reach out to me, DM me. I think my free info call link is pretty prominent in the Facebook group. Set that free info call. Let's just talk about what's going on. And you can ask me if you want to about the Business Visibility Made Easy program to see if that might be the next key to unlocking that income that you're looking for. So have a great balance of the week and weekend. And remember, when one of us rises, we all rise. So let's keep cheering each other on. And I will talk to you guys next week. Thanks so much for being here.